We outside, we outside. 22nd with your boy Doug, 60 Gang. And we're doing another vlog today. It is 3 minutes to 9. As y'all know, I only come out when I get a call from your boy Money Paul. Money said I'm in Covington, Georgia today, and I need you to come pick me up. So I'm off to Covington, Georgia. Samsung refrigerator. Something about not cooling. What did he say? Reeve Scarborough has a Samsung refrigerator, and Reeve says his Samsung is not getting cold. So we're gonna go out to Covington, Georgia, and pay Reeve a visit. Good morning to those who woke up today to be in the presence of the Lord. Happy birthday if your birthday fell on January 22nd, 2026. And my condolences go out to those families whose family member did not wake up to be with us today. It's your boy Doug, 60 Gang, and we outside. Well, we saw my boy Donald Trump, cuz he went to NATO and told them that. So we pretty much separated ourselves from NATO because he believes that NATO has been using us, taking advantage of us and our benefits for over 50 years, 60 years or so. So the president has withdrew from the United Nations. Said, hey, y'all can have this. Y'all can come to the United States and have y'all little meetings, but we are withdrawn from the United Nations, and we have started a new movement called the Peace Group. It's a peace group now, where he has personally invited other nations, allied nations, to join a new peace group. Will they will associate with the United Nations and let them know what they're up to, but they will no longer be a part of the United Nations. So the United Nations has got to handle their own business, do what they got to do. Don't look for us to give y'all any money. We got our own little United Nations too. I'm telling you, Trump, he's been around for a long time, and the stuff that he's doing, he's been saying since the 80s. And by him being the president, it's now his opportunity to act up on it. So everybody that questions everything Donald Trump do, he makes them look stupid. Because, I mean, he used to come on the Oprah Winfrey show as a businessman, talking about what was wrong with this country, and it all holds true. He's been saying China and Russia and Europe has been screwing us, and Canada has been screwing us and taking advantage of for over 40 years. And now that he's president, he's shining the light on them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I can't blame him for what he did. And now they all upset. Cut against the fuck us over. And that situation in Minnesota, I have never seen so much scandal in my life. These riots are just to cover up the scandal, the fraud and waste and abuse. So that's all that is. They trying to delay the inevitable, because sooner or later somebody gonna have to go to answer for those billions and billions of dollars that's missing. So they can distract all they want with ICE. But as soon as ICE get done, they're gonna be left with, hey, where the money go? Point blank period. All right, guys, you guys ready? Let's ride out. Let's see what we can do for this guy. Waiting on this guy to walk by. Doggy dogs. All right. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Douglas Monroe 5809, all lowercase. And for those who have subscribed and joined, I appreciate you and thank you very much. I told you guys I was going to do it the hard way and work my way up to be eligible, and we are almost there, my friend. We are almost there. Put some hard work in, and we should be good to go.
Clip of Scott Jennings saying, "How are you going to enforce it? How are you going to enforce me not saying the word illegals anymore? How are you going to do that?"
Say illegals anymore, because ICE is directly targeting legal citizens of this country, and how are you going to enforce your edict on me, just out of curiosity? Listen, I understand.
But just listen to his point about illegal.
No, what are you, bully now? So somebody beats your ass because you're being rude and disrespectful and causing division in this country that's causing distress and pain all over the streets and making people want to hurt one another. If you really want to be a part of that, as the expression goes, FAFO, don't be a tough guy.
Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Now, I don't know what crack Chris Cuomo hit speed. I don't know what he hit before he got on camera and said this. But I don't know who he is anymore. I was starting to like the guy. I say, you know what? He's been a dummy his whole career on television.
He's bipolar.
But you know what? Everybody's had their dumb moments. He's come around the block. I remember on the clip I said, man, he seemed like a guy you go have a bourbon with, smoke a cigar with, hang out. He's probably a cool dude. Either his wife told him to do this, or he hit some drugs and decided to lose his mind and go on camera and talk about Scott Jennings. Listen to what he said about Scott Jennings. It's insanity. Roll the clip.
You see this clip of Scott Jennings saying, "How are you going to enforce it? How are you going to enforce me not saying the word illegals anymore? How are you going to do that?"
Say illegals anymore, because ICE is directly targeting legal citizens of this country, and how are you going to enforce your edict on me, just out of curiosity?
Edict.
Listen, I understand.
But just listen to his point about illegal.
What are you, bully now? What are you, a tough guy? Because you're talking to this kid who happens to be right, calling people illegals. They're called illegal aliens in the law. And you know what? A long time ago, Republicans and Democrats switched to undocumented. Why? Because it's
Time out. Woo! Republicans and Democrats? Mofo, I ain't seen a single Republican call them undocumented. They call them illegal aliens. You know why they call them illegal aliens?
Yeah, they're illegal.
Because it's still in the statute. There is no undocumented definition in the statute. When people are prosecuted and they go to court, they do not consider, or they do not call them, and it's not on any paperwork that they're undocumented immigrants. They're called illegal aliens. I want to show you guys the Black Lion Guardian Fund real quick, because I want you guys to go and support. You think you a tough guy? You want to be tough? You ain't tough. Who are you to talk to Scott Jennings like that? You would never talk to me like that, will you? You got dog right you won't. Mister, I'm a tough guy. I'm a tough guy. You better pipe down talking about Scott Jennings. That's my homeboy. You want to be tough? I'll be tough for Scott Jennings against you. Let it finish. Roll it.
That's why. They changed the vernacular, and you know it. But that's not the point. The point is, how are you going to do it? What are you going to do? What are you? You're a tough guy now, huh? I thought you were just supposed to be the simpering, but, open to conversation Trump defender. Of course, I remember you when you said he was like the worst thing in the world. But everything's convenience these days, right? It's getting you paid.
You too.
But be careful. If you want to be a tough guy, there are plenty of tough guys out there.
Oh, yeah.
You want to see how somebody can make you stop saying illegal? And then what are you going to do, sue? Tough guy. How are you going to enforce that? So if somebody beats your ass because you're being rude and disrespectful and causing division in this country that's causing distress and pain all over the streets and making people want to hurt one another.
Are you going to do it, Mr. Cuomo? Are you going to be the one to tell him to stop? Are you going to be the tough guy? You think when you see Scott Jennings, you're going to confront Scott Jennings? Is that your plan? I'll put it all over the internet. You won't confront Scott Jennings. If I'm with Scott Jennings, will you? No, you will not. Quit acting like you a tough guy. Just get on the news and say what you got to say. That kid is the one that told Scott Jennings he can't say something. That kid is trying to be a tough guy. Who are you to tell somebody what they can and cannot say? He told Scott Jennings he can't talk about certain things. Scott Jennings didn't say nothing to the guy. And he's going to approach Scott Jennings, his elder, and act like he bossing up on Scott Jennings. He said, well, how are you going to make me somehow stop saying what is in the book? Roll the clip.
You really want to be a part of that. As the expression goes, FAFO. Don't be a tough guy. Make tough points. But remember to be decent. You're not a tough guy. Okay? You're a guy with slick to the side hair, a slick tongue, and everybody knows what you're doing. Don't be a tough guy. Not you.
This guy's telling Scott Jennings not to be a tough guy while he's on a video, look like he hit some crack or something. Look at his hair. Bro, what you was doing before this? He got a little sweat on his shoulder. What were you doing before you made this video? And then you on here telling, it's crazy to me that you telling Scott Jennings not to be a tough guy and you trying to be a tough guy against Scott Jennings. You telling him don't bully the young guy, but you trying to bully Scott Jennings. What, Chromo? I thought you were cool. What happened, bruh? Was that the last clip of Scott? Chris Chromo?
So.
And y'all know I don't like to do this. I don't like to have beef with people or whatever. You know, Chris Chromo, I was supposed to go on this show one of these times. I wanted to go. I still go on the show and tell him on his show that you ain't a tough guy. You know, it's funny. It's levels to this stuff. Like Scott Jennings never presented himself as a tough guy. And Cuomo, don't you try to start being a tough guy, because there's guys out here tougher than you. There's guys out here that did damage for a living. There's guys out here that carry a gun for a living. There's guys out here that put their hands on people. Some of the craziest criminals in the country that you have to force into handcuffs. Huh? Guys out here that have to make their mind up if they gotta take somebody's life or not on a day-to-day basis. Don't you be a tough guy. And I'm telling you what, I'm not trying to be a tough guy. I just don't like you trying to talk to Scott Jennings like that because he's a nice guy. He never come across trying to be tough guy. He just told a young man that was being disrespectful and not honoring the platform and trying to boss up on Scott Jennings like he gonna make Scott Jennings stop talking and stop using verbiage and language that's in the book. I don't like guys trying to bully other guys. Just stay in your lane, gangster.
Young blood.
You doing YouTube and a talk show. What make you like? Hold on, he said something. Did we miss a clip somewhere? Because he said something real crazy about that kid was right. Maybe it was in that original clip that I cut, but he tried to say that kid was right about Donald Trump. That kid is a stewhead, a little soy boy beta that tried to boss up and act like Donald Trump is this Gestapo, Gestapo or whatever you call it. Stop being that way. I thought you were cool, man. Why everybody change it up, man? I feel like everybody trying to find their identity. One thing about B. Tatum is that I've been doing this and I've been the same since I came on the platform. I don't have to change because I genuinely express the things that I believe. I haven't changed on Donald Trump one time. There were some things that I don't like that he do every now and again, and I call it out. But like, I'm not gonna somehow one day say I like Trump and I'm a supporter, and one day I say that he shouldn't even never be the president or something. There's not one day that I'm saying I love America and the next day I'm not invested in America's best interest. And let me finish the show with this. For all you wusses out there, our country is number one. We are number one. We come before you. I'm an American first. We come before Canada. We come before Greenland. We come before Israel.
Mexico.
We come before any European country. We come before the African continent. We come before anywhere in Asia. You could add China in there. You could add Taiwan in there. You could anywhere you want to pick on the mother freaking planet. America come first, and if you got a problem with it, we'll take your country. What you want to do then?
Howie Mandel here. You wake up tired. You crash by noon.
A long time ago, because y'all wusses. Yeah, we do shady stuff in this country. So what? You better not say nothing about